So, hello YouTube. First, welcome to my channel as always. I've been talking on Discord about the overnight lows, London lows, and stuff like this with another guy, and it kind of suits perfectly into a playbook setup of mine, which is the only playbook setup which is not a scalp of mine. Okay, so this is my only move-to-move trade, pretty much the only trade I do take and hold longer when it happens, and the stars align. Let's say it like this. And today I want to go over this setup and also like talk a little bit about what my thoughts process are, recording the London lows and highs and the Asian lows and highs and the overnight lows and highs in general regarding to the RTH session highs and low in correlation to volume as well. So stay tuned for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment and a like if you want to. Okay, it really helps me out with the algorithm. Let's jump right into the charts. So first, in order to understand this setup and also the thing I talked on Discord about with the other trader, okay, is you kind of need to understand how the future market works, okay. The future market is open 23 hours of the day, okay, so you can trade it every time of the day, just but 1 hour, okay. Why is that the case? Okay, because it's open during every trading session of every country pretty much, okay. So you have these different trading sessions in each countries, but if you're trading, for example, the ES futures contract like I am, okay, so this obviously tracks the index of the S&P, and obviously the S&P again is like a instrument that like it's combined a lot of combined together a lot of stocks, okay, in the US. So obviously this moves the most when the US stock market is open, okay. So obviously most volume, like when you can see here, okay, this I do have set this for a 5-minute candle right now. Obviously when the stock market, for me it's like free. This is my my local time here. For you guys Eastern time, okay, this is 9:30 when the US stock market opens. Obviously there is the most volume coming in, okay. Then you have the first hours of the day, then you have lunch, okay, and then you see volume pick up again into the evening and then into the close, okay. But then obviously like the right after the close, okay, then the US market closes, and then you have this 1 hour where every market is closed, okay. So obviously the futures market are closed as well. But then Asian markets opens again, okay. So the future markets opens again, and the S&P 500 futures contract, the ES, can be traded again, okay. So, but obviously just the Asian market is open during this time, okay. What's the problem with this? Okay, so obviously the Asian market, like they can't really trade the S&P 500. So this is just like some retail people, most of it, okay, just some guys trading it a little bit, okay. Then you obviously have some open positions, which are swing positions, which are from other traders that are already open, okay. So maybe they have fixed take profit stop loss there anywhere, but I personally, just my 2 cents on it, don't think that those people are opening or closing their positions during the Asian session, because there is, if you look at the DOM, okay, like obviously you can see it on the volume here as well, but if you like have a DOM open, you see there is so little liquidity in the order book, okay. So like getting in and out of positions for bigger players is almost impossible, and even like small players are struggling here. I mean, look at this volume. I needed to make this so big here just to show this at all. If I would make this smaller, it would look like there's nothing traded here, okay. So I really need to like make this so big just in order to see something here on the volume, okay. Then here you see a spike, okay. This is during London open, okay. So here the London market opens, okay. So why is this important? Again, just a personal opinion. The thing is, the order book, okay, all those people who traded here, which some of them are retails and stuff like this as well. And I do think the majority, there are like obviously like there, like on the London Open, then there's like some HFTs and algorithms that do trade correlations between the European market, which opens here, and the US market, okay, which is still closed. but I do think there are some algorithms and HFTs that are trading correlations, okay? So you do see volume coming in here also on the futures contract. And obviously more new traders as well, okay, who are just trading during London and maybe seeing a good opportunity. What happens very often on London Open, okay, is like just spikes in either direction really, and then maybe just trend, okay, or whatever, like really, but it's like similar to if you watch the London Open, it can be kind of similar to like obviously a very slow and non-volatile, but kind of a CPI report, okay, if you ever have traded these. So very often during London, you get just like a spike in one direction because obviously there is no liquidity sitting in the order book. Very little limit orders, okay, on each side. If you have watched my course, you know what limit orders are, okay, how they provide liquidity for the market. But there are just not as many present, okay, during the London Open. But there are new buyers coming in and stuff, so you get very often a spike into one direction, and then just shoot in the other or take out both sides and jump, whatever really. Like I tried trading this, but I didn't find edge in it, so I stopped. Then obviously during London, there's also like, but here you gotta see like, even though this looks very small, okay, and it is very small, so during London, there's not a lot of volume, okay, in the market. If you watch the DOM, you can tell, okay, there's not much volume, but or volume coming in here is always relative to the volume that was in the market prior to this, okay? So with being so little volume prior to this is a way more volume than this, so this can move the market fast once it opens, okay? And then obviously you have the pre-market, which is another spike usually around here, okay? The pre-market open, which is kind of more volume, and then obviously the RTH volume, okay? So, and how do I build my strategy here, and where do I think edge can be found, okay? Like in my opinion, okay, there are a lot of retail traders, okay, who are just simply trading candlestick pattern and charts, okay, have no idea how the future market works, have no idea about volume, have no idea about order flow, anything really. They just maybe like here Asia opens, okay, they're still not sleeping yet. They're US guys, okay, the market has just opened again. They open an overnight position, okay, then maybe they wake up somewhere around here, trade a stop to some swing where it does make sense, okay, if you're just trading things just below a swing or just below a high, okay. And I really do think, and what I have noticed over my entire career, like trading this, is that the market usually, when there's overnight lows and highs, okay, of a London session, very close, okay, buy, or crucial pivots, okay, then the market really likes to just take out this low and high, okay, and then just rip into the other direction. Why? In my opinion, because they know, okay, the market makers know, okay, probably there's a lot of stops sitting below. Yesterday, for example, this is yesterday, okay, I'm gonna show you a trade example from yesterday where I did take this trade, okay. I took it here at low of day pretty much, but I'm just so bad at holding I'm a scalper. That's why I don't have that much edge in this strategy yet and that much EV, but let's just listen to me here, okay. So off the open, we just tanked, okay. And if you saw, we do have this low here, okay, which was a good Asian swing, okay. Then London came, okay, London drifted higher, but then London just took out this Asian low, okay, just by one tick and immediately rallied into the other direction, got a pullback, went higher here. And then we had the US stock market open, okay, here. And they just pushed price down, okay, took out those stops below here, okay. And then just shot up, okay. Then we had this yesterday, this awful like yeah, here where I got chopped up myself a lot, okay. And then like obviously we do have probably, like in my opinion at least, that we had this with this like, and then I thought, okay, like now we do have here this Asian low, still this Asian pivot still sitting. Obviously it wasn't quite the Asian low because we did open below that, but this was like the deepest pullback we got all through Asian, okay. So, and the RTH low here, also the RTH spike below London, okay, wasn't able to take out this low, okay. So I figured like, okay, we might still have a ton of people, okay, with their stops sitting just below here, okay. And with all this context yesterday, where we had yesterday, I talked about in the stream constantly, and I probably had too much of a long bias because of it, and that's why I ended up getting chopped up here quite a bit. But yeah, eventually it worked out. So my thesis was, okay, they really like the bias here, like the limit buying was so strong yesterday, okay, and each time we approached above the point of control, which was around like 57 almost all day here, like every time it come about, they just block dropped, okay, they just block dropped it lower again, okay. And in my opinion, it just looked like they want to limit fill as much size as possible around here, okay. And then obviously, like, they do want more liquidity, and they know there are a lot of sell stop orders probably sitting from retail, which are easy to grab, just sitting below this pivot here from Asia, okay. So, and obviously it was also the low of the RTH, which made it twice as good, okay. Like pivot below of RTH, pivot below Asia, okay. And so the market just took out this liquidity, okay. Absorbed it here, okay, and then the buyers came in, okay. I'm gonna pull up the trade now for you guys, but that's just where I think edge can be found. Obviously, this is not, you shouldn't take this anytime. You still need to watch the DOM. That's very important on this setup. And I'm gonna talk about it, how I kind of use it, okay, for my setup, okay, right now. So yesterday, this is now yesterday's stream, okay, yesterday's trading session. I want to talk you through it, okay. You can go back to the stream, okay. I first start talking about in 1 hour and 14 minutes, okay, from yesterday's live trading session, okay, 12th of June. In case you want to see me break it down in while trading, I kind of try to, but now I'm kind of making this video to just be able to break it down further as well. Like just I want to give the guy on Discord who asked me like a really good explanation here, what I was exactly looking for, okay. So I'm gonna get this back just a little bit, okay. So we were like here, obviously, like we were consolidating here, okay. This was the RTH low here, okay, and I was all the time, like I was trying longs here all the time because it just looked so bullish to me, to be honest. Like yesterday, the limit buying was so strong, and each time we approached, like I said, above for 57, like you can see here on the I mean, look at times and sales here. Like each time we got to 57s or something like here, like we just saw big sellers just block drop it lower, and then all the time just absorbing here and absorbing here again, sneaking in buy orders here again. So it, for me yesterday, it was like just kind of feeling like the big guys, okay, just wanna keep price down as long as possible, okay, and eventually they're not gonna sell here anymore, and then we just fly, okay. And I don't just say this now in hindsight, okay. I was saying this like through yesterday or through the stream, okay, but obviously I wasn't able to execute on it. I only had a break-even day yesterday, which obviously kind of sucks, but it's just what it is, okay. So I'm waiting here. I want to see the flush, okay. So now we do get a flush here. You even see me like scroll very far down on my DOM, okay, because I was thinking like if this flushes now, okay, like now we're approaching this low, okay, if this flushes now, it kind of probably is gonna pick up speed real quick here, because we do have this all these pivots here, and they just want to take out this liquidity here, okay. And yeah, so you did see the sellers hit here, okay, and just break this, okay. And then but we didn't see like all the way where I liked it to, okay, but almost, like here I was kind of hesitant, okay. And then we just pretty much V'd here back into the low of this bell curve, okay. I was still waiting. I was still like, even here I was still hovering at the long, at the short button, because I didn't fully trust this here, okay, because we didn't just poke through yet, okay, and I just kind of didn't like it so much, but I was still waiting here. Maybe I'm also entering long, I don't know yet, okay. But I don't see any, so for me this setup to work, okay, I just need the big sellers to stop here, okay? Because what was their intention? The intention was to push price lower, okay? Have here limit buy orders on the book already in place, okay? Break the low, okay? With a huge block drop, okay? And then really not sell anymore, because obviously here they just don't want to absorb. And then once they come in and also like start aggressively buying again, this is my signal to enter the trade long, okay? So I'm still waiting here. They are no longer hitting, okay? We're seeing the bid kind of be strong here. Like also we do see another, like here, if you look on the tick chart, okay, another kind of back tick pivot here, like a 1/0, okay, with huge absorption, a bit following through. Still waiting though. Now once again, okay, like another bottom tick here, like 15/0, complete auction. If you haven't watched my auction market theory on scalping video, where I did put up yesterday, okay, it's part 5 of my course. Like go and watch it, then you know what I'm talking about. So here another complete auction with 15/0, okay. And then we also saw for the first time here now, finally big buyer, okay, a really big buyer with 78 lots, okay. Also here some mid-size buying. So this was my sign, okay. I would love to have see this like rip a little bit lower than that, okay? But this might just be all we get, okay? And I'd also see all the other criteria. So yeah, at this point, I was trying to get long here. And then I get kind of hesitated for a small second here. A little bit too long. I should have probably immediately exited, but I saw another big buy, okay? So this was like kind of for me, okay, like this trade might be on. This might be the low, even the low of the day, or at least like I like to trade these trades at least back to point of control, okay, maybe slightly above. So it would make a lot of sense for me in order to price come to back to point of control now. But we did get another flush down here, okay, and this was the final flush down here, and you're gonna see it now. So now this is what I kind of like here. So price stalling here, okay, just one tick higher. We're stalling, okay, we can't really get through here. Like we're running out of selling, so everything looks very good for me here. Another 2/0 here. Try to get out here, like I don't know why. Honestly, this was like bad. But here we see them another time pushing lower, okay. And it did stop me out exactly low of day, okay. If you traded yesterday, 51.25 was low of day, so I just got it stopped out here by a tick. And this is what I mean, okay. Like this was the actual sign, okay, the low is in. Why? Because on this tick lower, okay, like on this next and final break lower here, okay, this was just off of pretty much retail, okay. Like you didn't see on this break here any big seller, okay, commit here. No follow through whatsoever, okay. So obviously I'm canceling this order. Now we're hanging around the low here a bit, okay, giving like retail more time to sell into this. Again, getting rejected off it here, okay. Like I'm right now, I'm thinking, okay, I might need to re-enter this. I'm looking closely here, watching. We're trying to break it. Now we do see some big sellers here, but they are just no longer able to hold price down here or like push it and break the bid here. I still want to wait here though, because obviously also just got stopped out. So this is what's kind of not so perfect about this setup, okay? Like still seeing big sellers here hitting to the low. But then on this spike, okay, we saw it spike up. We don't see barely any back ticking here. So at this point, I think, okay, this trade might be back on here. Looking for entry, okay. Getting a fill here. And yeah. This was pretty much just because the offer pulled so much. Maybe it wasn't the best entry, like now reviewing this trade here. Like I should have probably waited for big buyers to come in here. Was maybe also a little bit kind of tilt and FOMO, because I was really annoyed yesterday because I was getting screwed up here all the day, and then here I got stopped out pretty much at low of day and needed to kind of re-enter here. But I'll watch it here, watch it back with you guys. So obviously, like, my trades are not cherry picked here. This was just what happened yesterday. So yeah, I'm kind of like reviewing this here for you guys, and obviously for the guy in Discord. Okay. Now kind of would be the place to enter, in my opinion, because we did see it stall here. Okay, now like we do see finally big buyers come in here. So this would be the actual good entry here, in my opinion. Like here, here's my entry. So here it is, and then here 1/0. You see a complete auction here, 1/0. Okay, they offer completely pulling away. Okay, like here 1/0 absorption of almost 300 contracts here. Complete auction, like the offer pulling away. So at this point, like you should enter. Like in my opinion, like at this point, like this trade like is on. Like my entry was premature. Okay. Like, but here, this was would have been the right place to enter, in my opinion here. And now we do see a strong bid, okay. I'm gonna like make this fast a little bit for you guys. Okay, and then we pretty much the trade just goes, okay. I think there's huge edge in this setup, okay. Like once again, it kind of needs context, okay. It kind of needs the, and this happens quite often, in my opinion. So again, like if you have a close over London low or high, okay, nearby, I think this kind of happens often, okay, because obviously like there's liquidity sitting below it, like they want to push it down before they want to go into the other direction. Like just my 2 cents. I'm not the best at these trades yet, obviously, because I'm a scalper. I'm so bad at holding this trade. Also, if you now more big buying coming in here, okay. So now like kind of, I don't know, like I should have maybe added a second contract here, but anyways, so it is what it is, okay. Like obviously you don't want to move the stop here then, because this shouldn't get broken again, okay. Also, where do you want to set your target? For me right now, honestly, like these kind of trades, I do like to enter on 2 lots usually. Like I just didn't want to, I was scared, to be honest, to enter a second lot here. Because I just got out for a full stop loss, which I don't like. I don't like to take full stop outs, okay. Usually I cut it earlier, and I didn't have much or any cushion really on the day left. So yeah, that's why I didn't want to enter a second contract. And then usually I want to hold one to point of control, because most of the time now, like even more big buying here you could like should add, like here you should really add, in my opinion, add another long here. Yeah, then one you want to kind of hold to point of control, in my opinion, and then scale out at point of control. And then another one, just hold it higher, like obviously to the top, if you have a beautiful bell curve like this, to the top of a bell curve like this, or maybe hold it longer. Even like very often this ends up being the lower high of the day, and you can really get a very insane risk reward on it. Obviously, like every trade and every setup, this doesn't work all the time. This doesn't work so often, okay. But I do think it even works more often than it doesn't, in my opinion. And therefore, with it has a huge risk reward, okay. And therefore it has, in my opinion, an insane expected value, okay. So I think this is one of, so once I make my transition from a scalper to like more a move to move trader, like this is one of the setups that I'll be looking for, okay. One of my first setups that I'm like very confident in taking, okay. Now you do see it rip through here, okay. I kind of pulled it early, okay. That's why I also don't have the best the best EV on them, okay. So you definitely should hold this to point of control, and it did end up going to point of control, but obviously like it doesn't just blast there, okay. Just there are pullbacks, okay, along the way. And yeah, that's just my 2 cents on first of the overnights, okay, London session, stuff like this. And then again, like on this playbook setup, which I really like, and I really think it has a lot of edge, okay. So I think it has a lot of edge, this setup. Here I get out, yeah. We did pull back a little bit, but then obviously we went higher. I do think it has a lot of edge, this setup. Okay. If any one of you like is good at backtesting and stuff like this, I would very appreciate it if if anyone like is wanting to look into it. Okay, like also in order to optimize entries and stuff, and or ads and scales. Okay, like when is the trade really on, and when you can use scale, when no, here we're going to point of control now. When can you really scale in, scale out, when should you, and stuff like this. You really need to optimize it, which I haven't yet because, like I said, I'm a scalper. But yeah, I think it really does have ton of edge, this setup, when executed correctly, which I'm not able to it right now. But again, just my 2 cents for you. Okay. I hope you like this video. So with that being said, I hope you like this video. Okay. Feel free to join my Discord if you want. Okay, if you have watched till the end, like, I really appreciate it. Obviously, I've trying to build a community of motivated traders. Okay, join it if you want to, if you're motivated, if you're willing to put in the time. If anyone like is good at backtesting and stuff, I would obviously like appreciate it. Also, like if you could want to look into this setup, I think it needs to be fine-tuned. Obviously, it's not perfect yet. I'll look into it myself and I'll keep on tracking and journaling it. But like I said, I'm a scalper, so my execution on this setup is just kind of bad right now. I'm kind of bad at holding trades till target and stuff like this through pullbacks. So that's why I'm scalping. So my execution is just not perfect on it, and not even like good. So that's why it's not so high EV for me. Okay. But I think if you're like a move-to-move trader, this does have edge. And yeah, maybe you want to look into it and let me know how you could adapt it or improve it. Like that's what you're here for. We're retail traders. Okay, we gotta stick together against those banks and the hedge funds. Like develop our own edge against them. Okay. So with that being said, I hope you did enjoy this video. Okay, leave a comment, leave a like I already said. I do appreciate it, and see you guys in my live stream. I'm live streaming every day. Okay, US Open. Out.